Hello gamers and future friends. I know I said that these reviews would be 10 seconds, but honestly, they will just be as quick as I can spit them out. Some will be 30 seconds, some will be 5 seconds. They're just going to be quick breakdowns of everything I played. Please note, just because I didn't like a game doesn't mean you won't. If you see something that interests you, go check it out. Just because something came out in the past doesn't mean it isn't good today. Starting off with January, we have Momadora Moonlit Farewell. I didn't know that this was a sequel to a series, but this was apparently a well-known game that is loved by all. If you, like me, are trying to fill that Metroidvania void of Silksong, pick this up. It's quick and fun. It had all the good qualities of a good Metroidvania, except the bosses. All bosses were just button mashing. Didn't even need to dodge, just beat the shit out of them until they die. Okay, up next we have Agent in Depth. I didn't play this one for very long. In fact, I forgot about it until I started this video, and I actually need to go back and continue it. This was a Katana Zero clone with the more simple concept and the more simple art style. Sadly, I haven't played enough to make a suggestion on it, but hey, it was good enough for me to spend my money on it. So if you like Katana Zero, as everybody did, then I suggest going back and checking this one out. Okay, I don't know how, but I mean, fuck me, that's all for January. I only played 2 fucking new games in January. I'm confused. Alright, for February, starting off is Witchhand. I had high hopes and did not like this game. It was a Stacklands clone for anyone who remembers that game. A game where you basically progress like any other game, but you're using cards instead. My biggest problem was how fucking linear this game was. To be fair, it is like most games. Oh, now you can mine copper. Okay, so now you can build copper armor. Okay, so now you can mine iron. Okay, now mythic. Now blah, 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 blah. Every fucking game is like that. I was hoping that since it was a card game, that there would be a bit more branching out with random events that require quick decision making with what resources and tools you have. None of the, but like every playthrough was exactly like everyone else's. Yours does not differ from whoever else plays the game, no matter what run you're on. Okay, next is an NSFW game called Captain Firehawk. I honestly just played it to relive a classic favorite of mine, Crossfire, and it has naked chicks, but hey, I'm a guy, so color me a pervert. Next we have Epic Party Quest. Okay, so there's a video of me and my friends having a great time playing this, and yeah, it was a lot of fun, but holy fucking shit, the bugs and simplicity of it. This is a pixel art Mario Party with 10, maybe 11 minigames, and each one is a copy and paste with different colors and appearances to make it seem like it has more. This was made in February and was probably given a good amount of updates. I noticed that they added achievements, so if you or your friends need a quick laugh, check this one out. I promise you'll enjoy your time, but maybe for not that long. Next is Ultros. This is a repeat game, which I hate. I cannot fucking stand it. You spawn, defeat, restart. You spawn, defeat, you restart. You spawn, you defeat, you die, you restart. Or maybe I don't know. All I know is I defeated the red-haired bitch like 5 times, and I was so fucking tired of it. I'm done. I was fucking done with it. But some guy in the comments was like, "Hey, you're fucking playing it wrong." So you know, who knows? But I don't know. Okay, up next we have Helskate. Oh, fucking damn, I have to go back and play this one. Helskate is Hades meets Tony Hawk. Sounds awesome, right? When I played it, there was one boss, but damn, what a fucking boss. You killed it by grinding on its back, and it was awesome. But whenever they said early access, they fucking meant early access. The mall hub was so fucking bland. There was only one area. Actually, I think there maybe were 2, and the third was like an endless beginner designer level. I don't know. Keep in mind, that was back in February, so who knows how much they've added now. But I can say when I played it, it did show a shit ton of potential. Okay, Quamp 2, you're a pong ball trying to escape traps by only being able to bounce off walls and change directions using only one button. This is actually a good filler game when you want to just chill and not get invested in a game at night. Alright, Balatro. Dude, you all know this fucking awesome game. God damn, as a gambler, this was my dream game. Holy shit, great time. You all know it. I know it. It was fucking incredible. It's on mobile now. Just go check it out. Okay, Secrets of Grindea. I didn't play this one very much yet, but I do plan to. One thing I remember is the items were fucking hilarious. My first headgear, I remember being an arrow with an apple through it that gave you range buffs, and that's just good fun to me. This was a good exploration game. There's a few bosses. You gotta look up the trailer just to truly understand how massive this game is, because it does demand a good amount of your time, and believe me, I just did not fucking have that back in February. Also, I think I remember this game being in early access for like fucking years, or maybe a friend told me that, and they just released version 1.0, so now's the time to go back and check it out. Okay, moving on to March, the Outlast Trials. Fuck you, didn't play it, don't do horror games, I'm a pussy, let's move on. A difficult game about climbing. Fuck you and what you started, Bennett Fody, or whatever the fuck your name is. Now I have to suffer every fucking day of my life with PTSD that you've caused for all future fucking replications of your goddamn getting over it. Okay, now Berzerker Boy. Look, I've always loved indie games and supporting developers, but this is a great game to do that too. It's a bit simple with the roaming areas feeling a bit too congested, but this is a very easy playthrough and is worth the price. I think everyone should play this. It's a Mega Man clone, in my opinion. I don't want to hear about anyone's argument in the comments. Just don't. Okay, Chasing the Unseen. Real quick, a lot of these early games I have full reviews of, but stopped around April due to other commitments like my work and my wife. Anyways, Chasing the Unseen was a great game. You need to get from A to B while climbing these giant creatures, and just look at these giant fucking creatures. This was fucking incredible, but oh my god, please tell me that anyone told the developer to remove the fucking stamina bar when you climb. You just keep falling off them, and it gets really fucking frustrating, and nobody's fucking happy, and just get rid of that, and I'll fucking give you Game of the Year. I don't give a shit. Okay, Snufkin Melody of Moon Valley. Such a peaceful game. All I can say is if you've had a bad day at work, you had a fight with a significant other, or you're just bummed out, go play this game and relax a bit. I smiled throughout the entire playthrough, and I promise you will too. It just brings joy to the world, and everyone needs that from time to time in their lives. A Weird Dream. This was a great first attempt at a Metroidvania. It was so close to being a classic for me, but there were just so many screws that needed to be tightened a bit. Everything felt a bit too janky. The combat, the movement, the enemies, the attacks, just a little bit of everything. But you know what? Keep in mind, it was back in March, so maybe they've made some updates, maybe they've cleaned it off a little bit. Death of a Wish. This might take the cake for my favorite unique art style of 2024. This chicken scratch, I don't mean that in a bad way, was awesome. Exploration was much bigger than I expected it to be. It just keeps expanding and expanding. I only stopped because there was literally a boss that I couldn't beat. I played every Souls-like you could fucking imagine. I beat the bosses. I win. I get it. This one fucking asshole could not beat him. I've tried for hours, days to beat him, but constantly kept dying to his second phase, and then I beat his second phase, and guess what? He had a fucking third phase. Like, just take the knife out of my back, please, would you? Horizon Forbidden West, I mean, yeah, it's a good game, a bit of the exact same as the first one, and the third will probably be the same as both of these. I mean, it's a safe game. They didn't take any risk. They made a cut and paste good game. I get it. Okay, One Last Breath, and I don't mean that song by Creed. I mean, if you like Inside or Limbo or any of the other 2D side-scrollers, you know, like any of the others, there's a million of them. Check out One Last Breath. Took me about 3 hours to 100%, and I loved every second of it. I'm a big fan of those 2D side-scrollers. Pepper Grinder, we have officially hit a game that will be in my top 10 games of 2024 if I ever get around to making that video. Obviously, Balatro would be there too, but I like to have a list of including games that aren't obvious top 10 games. Pepper Grinder is a fast-paced 2D platformer getting from A to B using a chainsaw, and the most satisfying part of this whole game definitely was the movement. Oh my god, chainsawing through the level, something about that just made me pitch a fucking tent. It was amazing, and it actually got me, the person who fucking hates speedrunning, to speedrun the game. Okay, Maniac. You know how you like to drive around GTA just shooting and running over people? Well, go play this game. Okay, that does it for March. Now on to Peril. I said it wrong, but that's because I typed it wrong. Saviorless. Again, anyone who likes these 2D side-scrollers like Limbo or Inside, go check this one out. This one does have a little bit more, like you attack enemies, and there's a bit more puzzle solving, but it's a bit more all the same. Without that, you know, it doesn't have the 3D art style or the 3D world, you just go from left to right. But it adds a bit more than your regular 2D side-scroller is all I'm saying. Frog Monster, another game that will be in my top 10 games of 2024 list. This is a Souls-like shooter. You're a frog that explores through a variety of ecosystems, beating bug bosses such as a dragonfly or a mushroom. Iron Pineapple featured this one on one of his videos, if it looks familiar. This game was just incredible. Just the art style, the blockiness to it, the you pick up a bug by licking them because you're a frog, and then that gives you different boosts. I just love this whole thing. It definitely is going to be in my top 10 games of the year. Oh shit, we're going 3 for 3 here. Minishoot Adventures, another top 10 game. Jesus Christ. If you haven't heard of this game, go fucking play it. It's a bird's eye Metroidvania where you play as a spaceship with a gun in an quote-unquote open world. I could talk about this one for fucking hours, but goddamn, what a video game. Just go play it. I just go play it. Okay, quick today. Here's what you do. You go into an elevator, you go to a floor. You kill 4 enemies, you go into an elevator, then you go to the floor. You kill 4 enemies, then you go into an elevator, and then you kill, and then you... Are you guys getting the fucking picture? Okay, this was a really good game. They had some really cool kill animations. I didn't really give a fuck about the story. It was cool fighting mechanics, but holy shit, just change something, anything to make me feel like I'm not living Groundhog Day here. Buckshot Roulette, a Russian roulette roguelike, I guess. I don't know. You need to survive a game of Russian roulette while utilizing different items given by the roll of a dice. This game was added to Roblox, okay? It's hard to believe that the people watching this video missed this one. I'm fucking tired. Okay, Biomorph. Okay, so this wasn't a bad Metroidvania, but it wasn't a good Metroidvania. But it had a great fucking concept. So good, it kept me playing. I fucking loved that after you kill an enemy, you can morph into them to either A, attack and just be that enemy, or B, utilize their ability to progress to different areas. That was so fucking cool and original to me that it allowed me to see past a few things that I thought were a bit bland and fucking love this game. Awesome, awesome concept. I love that they took a chance. Okay, Turbo Kid. I have so much to say about this one, but in a few words as possible, just know it's an amazing Metroidvania based off a great fucking movie, and the movement of being able to hop on a bike at any given time and just cruise through the level doing tricks was just fucking awesome. Sophia's Travaler. Fuck this game. I was expecting the joy of playing Hidden Figures or Where's Waldo, but instead I got my hair ripped out. I could not find shit. Not a single fucking image. This isn't Where's Waldo. This is Where's my fucking keys so I can drive off a bridge. Okay, Sker Ritual. Look, this is Nazi zombies. I only played for about 2 hours, we didn't get far, and we haven't found any time to play it, but it felt like a pretty solid attempt at the genre of zombie shooter on a map with a greater puzzle to figure out. Luckily, this one actually tells you the steps rather than having to figure that shit out on your own. I mean, seriously, do you guys remember that one boss that you had to get to on that one Nazi zombie where you had to collect the 4 bows, and then you have to go to these paintings, and then you have to shoot on the ground to kill X amount of things, and then you gotta feed zombies to these dragons on the wall, and then you gotta do all this shit, and no one knew how to, and just, Jesus Christ, tell me what to do! Sker Ritual does. Okay, Ants Took My Eyes. It's a 4-player co-op. It's a 4-player co-op Spelunky experience, except for one side effect. You cannot tell what the fuck is going on. Everything just explodes. Bullets are flying. You'll be dead for half an hour before you even realize it. If they take that down a notch, it might be a great game. But, oh god, you just don't know what the fuck's going on. Okay, Tales of Kinera Zao, something like that. A fun little Metroidvania. The graphics felt too good for a simple gameplay movement. Wasn't all that fluid to me, but it was fine. Just, if you go get it, just go into it expecting a bit less than what the trailer shows, because that trailer looked fucking awesome. Alright, let's give it up for May. Woo! Yeah! Animal Well. I have nothing to add. You all know this game. All I can state is this game was unique as fuck, and it was much needed break from your typical run-in-the-mill. The objectives, the items was so fucking unique. Keep it up, developers, seriously. I just loved it. Oh god, I love something different. I loved it! Deep Beyond was a 30-second storytelling game. Skip. Alright, Mullet Mad Jack. Picture first-person Hotline Miami, but you have a time limit. The only thing that didn't like was the repeating words. You beat a level every fucking time and you hear the same fucking comment from that lady on the phone. Like, just shut the fuck up after the 100th time. We get it! Ghost of Tsushima. I hated this game. I felt they made a 1x1 acre game and just copied and pasted it, riding around. I see the same fucking people. I see the same fucking flowers. I see the same fucking buildings. I did not like to follow the wind for the next objective. Just give me the line. Everyone likes a line. We've been given the line for as long as I can remember. Give me back the line. I do not like that wind. Okay, Geno Panic. Great game. Another Metroidvania-ish game, and I say ish because there weren't many enemies or bosses or even puzzles really. You're just fucking exploring the ship. It felt like a game didn't know what it wanted to be, so it grabbed bits and pieces from every game you could think of. There's a fucking catch a creature by throwing a ball at it. Like, what the fuck? Okay, Paper Trail. This game proved I'm a fucking moron. Next. Haunti. Okay, I honestly don't know how to explain this game. You're a ghost, or I don't know, this fucking spirit that goes around helping people or finding things by taking over their body. Progression is like, okay, everyone's gonna fucking hate that I said this, but it's like the Mario 64. You go to a section and there's like 8 of these flowers that you're looking to find, but you don't know how to find them. So you have to talk to people or find them in objects without any clear understanding of how. I didn't play for very long because I just got tired of guessing. Nin Sols. This was the best Metroidvania since Hollow Knight, in my opinion, but fuck every single boss. Every single one of them, all of them, they all can go die. If anyone out there is doing one of those Elden Ring challenges or Dark Souls, well, I'm gonna go kill this boss every day until this game is released. If anyone is doing that to Nin Sols, I applaud you. I love you. Please tell me that you're doing that, and I will go watch every single one of your fucking videos because I want every boss to suffer, including that last one. I didn't even beat her. Tiny Terry's Turbo Adventure. Go play this while you're waiting for GTA 6. We got your carjackings, we got your car theft sellings, we got beating people up with pipes, we got road rage, we got beaches, we got big jumps. This is GTA in a cartoon world. Alright, can someone in the comments give me a drum roll for June? Thank you. Chain Together. Okay, this is one of those meme games where you gotta get to the top. Me and my friends did not get to the top, so, you know, we're fucking lazy. Oh dear! If you guys want a good time to play, go play this game. When we played, we laughed for fucking hours. Oh dear is a stealth game where 4 of you have to act like a deer while the one hunter of the bunch has to go find you while using a bow and arrow and using traps. And he finds you by listening to your stomach growl as he hears you crunch on food. It's a hilarious game. Seriously, go play with your friends. It's great. Holy shit, was that it for... Alright, that does it for June. Alright, thank you. Alright, now for July. Okay, Angerfoot. First person Hotline Miami again. It took me 22 hours to 100%, and I enjoyed my time with it. Every second of it. It had fun challenges for more fun and innovative replay value. It was a blast, and it captured comedy very well, which distracts you from its lack of enemy variety. Kaku Ancient Seal. A fun open world adventure game. Graphics were far better than gameplay. Bosses were fucking retarded, doing the same one move over and over that you just dodge out of and then hit. And they captured difficulty in the worst fucking way. Not only did they jack up enemy health, but they would put like 20 enemies surrounding you where you just need to say, you know, fuck this, I'm taking off, and you just run. That's not my cup of tea. Okay, Gesalt, Steam, and Cinder. A pixel art Metroidvania. I had fun. I finished it. It's okay. It's your pixel art. You're given that sword. It's she dresses like a cowboy, but she never was or gave me that impression, considering that the enemies were like robot. I don't know. But one of the strongest voices for Metroidvanias is Fireborn, who made a video on it. So if you want to hear more about this or hear a full-out length review, I would go check out his channel and hear about it because, I mean, that guy, if he says it's bad, it's bad. If he says it's good, so. Okay, Bow Path of the Teal Lotus. Okay, everyone needs to go play this game. In my opinion, it was better than Nin Sols. It is the best attempt at a Metroidvania since Hollow Knight. It has a special place in my heart, and it was just fucking amazing. I am very salty though because the game fucking softlocked me at the very end. I couldn't leave the final boss arena because I didn't unlock fast travel because apparently it's not tied to the story or anything like that, and it's so fucking random that you have to go find these 4 random tablets in the town, and it doesn't even tell you to do that. It's just there's this red-haired lady like in this pot who can't even speak your language. It's just, it could have been done so much better, but me getting softlock, you don't want to softlock me. I will shit all over your game. I get so fucking frustrated when that happens. Kyopi, okay. Okay, hey, did you guys like Celeste? Well, good, go play this game. Okay. Flintlock, The Siege of Dawn. I have never played a more 50-50 Souls-like than this. Name any Souls-like. Name a fucking Souls-like. I will tell you if I lean more towards good or bad, but holy shit. This is perfectly right down the middle. It took me 24 hours to 100%. I love the combat, as I do all Souls-like games. Bosses were there. Exploration was fun. They had some in-depth world design with some cool cities. Progression was a bit simple and smooth. The addition of a gun is where it stands out the most from other Souls-like. I loved it. If you're wondering, okay, you've said a lot of good things. Where's the negative 50%? Okay, I honestly cannot even explain that. You just have to play it, and you just have to understand it yourself. It's not something you can just, I can critique this, I can critique that. No, you can't do that. Anyone who's a Souls-like fan will tell you, it's not that good, but they can't tell you why. Okay, next is Shrim. You're the ball jumping from shadow to shadow, getting from A to B. It was a good game, but the potential grew on the golf level. You sort of hop to a shadow by playing a hole of golf. This is how the game could have expanded so much further than it did. Rather than the same sign, you jump to the same tree, you jump to the same person, the same car, and then you get to your little shadow at the end, and oh, look at that, I have 100 fucking levels to complete? Fuck this. Dungeons of Hinterberg. Okay, first of all, just look at these fucking graphics. They were incredible. The game was nothing of what I expected watching the trailer, though. I was expecting a sort of Sable and open world exploration with the addition of combat, right? That's what I was expecting. But I was not expecting an NPC relationship bar, a day-night cycle, dungeons being selectable rather than you just, you explore and you go there. It's all still good, don't get me wrong. It's just not what I expected when I bought the game. So I kind of, didn't play it that much. Exophobia. This is a boomer shooter like Doom 64, even with the pixel graphics and everything. You're on a spaceship with 4 levels and you are sort of repairing it as you go. And this game was massive, so much more massive than what I was expecting whenever I booted it up. I had a blast playing it. I only beat 3 bosses, and I really hope to continue it on my next vacation, as this is the one that I downloaded on my Steam Deck, which I only play whenever I take trips. So, hope that I get vacation days in 2025. Conscript. Okay, so you can argue if you want, but this to me was a pixelated Resident Evil 2 remake. Okay, you know what I mean? You guys remember that game? But instead of zombie survival, it's World War II survival. I wasn't a fan of the save system in Resident Evil 2 where you have to go find a fucking typewriter, which this game has. But still, it was a good time playing it. If that sounds like something you'd enjoy, go check it out. Oh, Valley Peaks. We have another top 10 game here. You're a frog with... What if I had like a frog fetish? Frog monster, Valley Peaks. Pfft, man, maybe I just love frogs and I don't even know it. Anyways, you're a frog with 2 arms and you need to get to the top of these mountains. Each mountain has 3 challenges to climb depending on which side you're on. And holy shit, do they get more difficult in the second area. So difficult, they turned this into a getting over it scenario. But lo and behold, the developers came to the rescue and gave you a jetpack with limited fuel to assist if you fall. I highly, highly, highly recommend this game if you have not played it or even heard of it. Super chill, and it was a blast just walking around and climbing mountains and completing quests for NPCs and completing a few small mini games that were simple but still fun. Okay, we're halfway through, ladies and gentlemen. We are to let me check my watch. August. We're to August. Oh, thank goodness you guys are here. This was a hilarious game. Had me laughing out loud with every NPC. The closed because a smacky bum guy, the elderly couple fucking and choosing to leave the window open so that the outsiders can see, the guy with the binoculars say he's looking for tits, the extremely long hand, quote unquote, sliding through the level, smacking the fish seller's dick until we're able to get him off, the naked captain on the toilet rescuing birds. Okay, Blargle. Enough. This kid's animated game cannot be that sexual and what it's really like. Believe me, it is. Okay, Skelthrone, or whatever this is. It was a decent Blasphemous clone, but the save spots were way too fucking far away. Bring them closer. Let me save my game. I don't like repeating the fucking level. Cat Quest 3. Oh, look at this little girl. You think he's a little pirate captain on a quest? He's so fucking cool. Okay. All jokes aside, this open world cat pirate game was fucking awesome, with amazing combat and exploration and fun side quests. It took me 11 hours to 100%, and I think you should all go and do that. Okay, Deathbound. Look, I've said this probably like 6 times in this video by now. I buy every Souls-like that ever existed, and I will continue to do so, bad or good, or even a scam. I don't give a fuck. Souls-likes are the best games, and my mind can't be changed. Having said that, Deathbound was a great attempt. They just didn't land the fucking camera angle and the movement. Holy shit, didn't know what the fuck was going on, and I couldn't control it. Combat and exploration was fine, I guess, but not what it could have been. Okay. Dude, I fucking jerked off to Black Myth Wukong. Those fucking graphics, are you fucking kidding me? That opening scene provided me with an erection that I didn't think was ever going down until IGN put their dumb little fucking hands all over it and gave it we gave it a 7 out of 10. I think it's as good as that one game with PlayStation. What was it? Concord. Yeah, it's about as good as Concord. No. Oh my fucking god, I'm getting heated. And then they fucking snubbed him at the Game Awards. You fucking butt sniffers. You're telling me a game think can win every single fucking player vote based award ever and not win Game of the War? You fucking rigged assholes can all suck my. Okay, moving on, we have Kaboo the Spirit Tree. It's a Dead Cells clone, sort of. Some might add Hades to that list if Hades was 2D and had a bit more platforming. I don't know. I had fun with the limited time I played, but something about the enemies being the size that they are compared to the size that you are. It just felt a little strange, but that might be a me thing. I could be the minority here. I don't know. Okay, Core Keepers. A 3D Terraria base builder where everything out in the world is trying to kill you. Better with friends, I will say. Also, it was an early access for what feels like, I don't know, an eternity. And it finally got the 1.0 patch this year, so now's the time to go check it out. Don't let these games go forgotten. Crypt Custodian. Dude, the Thompson brothers have made banger after banger after banger. Sheepo, Islets, and now Crypt Custodian are amazing fucking games. I have 100% them all and plan to 100% their future games. Please don't stop making games. Your games are fucking amazing. You know how to make a Metroidvania. You just do. And now you added 3D after 2D. I applaud you both. One brother makes the game, the other one makes the soundtrack. You guys, I wish I have met you. I wish I could meet you. I wish I could shake your hand. I wish I could say thank you. I wish I could be on your mailing list. I want to know what's next. I mean, what do? You went from a 2D platformer to a 2D Metroidvania to a 3D Metroidvania, or you know, whatever you want to fucking call it. I'm just, oh my god, what's next? A Souls-like? Oh god. Oh. Don't tempt me with a good time. Okay, September video games. Never forget. Sumarian Six. After Mimimi shut down, they put out the tactical stealth game genre, Shadow Tactics, Desperados 3, and Shadow Gambit. I searched far and wide for another developing studio to fill that hole that's been inside me for so long. After playing Sumarian 6, I can say with full honesty, I still have not found it yet. Caravan Sandwich. I was hoping this would be more like an open world like Sable, but sadly it was more confined, which was still fine. A great quest-giving exploration game to help build and restore, but I do wish I had more freedom of saying, what's over there, rather than being told to go somewhere. All right, Wild Bastards. This is a weird one. It's got a weird movement system. You drop down on this map with posses and resources and shops, and you have to get from A to B and occasionally run into those posses where you switch to a boomer shooter and have to take them all out to progress. It was fun, polished, and a great game altogether, but not for me. I did not like being on that map. I was kind of just hoping it was just the boomer shooter part. Okay. And Notria, The Last Song. Okay, you know what? Let's just go ahead and read my review. Let's put it on the board. Okay, it reads, I buy every Souls-like that ever comes out, and I try my best to 100% them all. I love Souls-likes more than any video game out there, and am constantly playing everyone. If you still don't believe I'm credible to review Souls-likes, please let me know what I have to do to get you to understand that this is the worst Souls-like game I have ever played. Moving on. The Plucky Squire, a great puzzle game that takes the unique approach of swapping in and out between 2D and 3D worlds. That alone was enough to get anyone's attention. Oh my god, that's enough for anyone to just give it a try. Really interesting concept. I can't remember seeing any video game in the past like this, and that was cool. And that was cool enough for me to forget that I wasn't doing like, that it was a puzzle game. It was far more puzzle than it was explore or anything like that, and I was able to look well past that. UFO 50 is that pixel game with 50 games in one. Everyone, and I mean everyone, should have this game on your computer, on your Xbox, your PlayStation, your Steam Deck, whatever you play games on. Everyone needs to have this downloaded at all times and ready to play. Each game is unique and fun in their own way. Here's a still frame of what I have cherried and beat if anyone is interested. Okay, God of War Ragnarok. It took me about 61 hours to 100%, and I had a blast every step of the way, obviously. I mean, you're a god Kratos fighting another god Thor, with graphics so fucking beautiful, you question what's real. I do want to add that I did personally hate playing as Atreus, and I'm not looking forward to the standalone Atreus-based game in the future, as we all know that's what's coming. Okay. Echo Point Nova. Please, please, please. Greylock Studios. please release the fucking soundtrack of this game. Echo Point Nova is an open world first person shooter completing challenges of fighting off enemies while riding a hoverboard. So fucking awesome with the most chill fucking music. Oh my god, I could just sit back and play this for hours. Okay, Zero Protocol. This is a horror game. You wake up in, I believe, a hospital. You slowly start to lose your sanity, so you need to escape before you go insane. The more you go insane, the more fictional enemies start to spawn and try to kill you. But you only have a limited number of bullets, so you better be in a hurry. So I'm taking my time with this one. I fucking hate feeling rushed in a video game. Resident Evil 2, being chased by Mr. X, just knowing something is creeping up just causes me such pain to a point I have to pick my battles. And so I am taking my time with this one. I join in. And after you beat the first level, your sanity doesn't go back to 100%. It like stays at where it was. So I'm already like fucking insane in the game. And I'm like, I'm already insane. Am I supposed to go back and then solve the puzzles quicker just so that I can fucking play the game? I just didn't fucking like it. October. All right, let's get scary. Okay, so I played Victory Heat Rally. This is a fun pixel racing game. However, it's so much longer than I thought. Jesus fucking Christ. Like, there's 20 characters, and to 100% it, you have to win 200 races with all of them. Like, fuck you. Silent Hill 2. By now, you all know how I feel about horror games. Once again, I'm just taking my sweet-ass time. I could have asked for a few more enemy varieties, but I enjoyed the puzzle solving similar to that of Resident Evil series. Remakes, which is always good fun. I mean, it is what it is, but I'm sorry. I just don't do horror. You gotta get reviews from somebody who can actually take a horror movie, because I fucking can't. Anthology of the Killer. I got this for the art style. It felt like someone drew all this by hand on paper and then put it into a video game and told stories throughout, which I'm all for. I only played through the first 2 stories, which were far a bit longer than I thought, and they felt like a child's approach to say a punchline, which isn't a bad thing. I just wish I looked up more of a background info for the games rather than, like, if they had told me, like, oh, these are my child's stories. I helped draw the pictures and put them into a game. I hope you enjoy. I'd be all for that. But the fact that I don't know, now I have to associate it with this 30-year-old or 50-year-old is like, hey, look at my childhood drawing. It's like, I don't know. You know, I kind of wish I just knew where this came from. Okay, web fishing. My friends and I cracked open a couple beers, kicked back, and fished for an entire night just talking. And it will forever be one of my favorite memories. Drova, a pixelated RPG. If you haven't heard of this one, please go check it out. Overwhelmingly positive, and there isn't enough time to talk about it at all. This game is massive and so much fun. I hope to do a full review once I finish it, but I don't know. With my limited amount of time I can commit, who knows when that'll be. But just take my word for it. Go look up this fabulous game. Forgive Me Father 2. So I played the first one and I didn't like it. The developer listened to the feedback and holy shit did he listen. Everything was fixed and made it perfect. Seriously, this is an amazing boomer shooter with the coolest art design, both for enemies and levels. It took me 30 hours to 100%, and it was a blast the whole fucking time. Redline Crooks. This complete chaotic roadway was a well-needed bash cars into walls was awesome, and oh, you got a little spin kick, that's great. Oh, until they just show you the second fucking character that drives a forklift, allowing you to pick up cars and literally chuck them at others. Or a shark that allows you to hook onto other cars and fucking ride their ass while bashing into cars is just the fucking cherry on top. This game, this is why indie games need to fucking succeed and why they are fucking amazing, because holy shit, they take chances. They don't do this copy and paste. Oh, I don't need to make a game because I need to save my job. I need to make a game because I love making games. Indie game developers have a passion to make this shit. They don't need a paycheck. They don't need that. They just want their art. Oh my fuck, don't even get me started. Okay? No, okay, is this game trying to kill me? Do not read any fucking reviews on this game. Do not look anything up. Don't even think about reading reviews. Don't even think. Don't even comment. Don't say, hey, well, I'm just wondering. He told me not to think about anything, but can somebody please inform me what is this game trying to kill me? No, don't do any of that. Go buy this game and go play it. Do it now. Just do it. This is the Inscription of 2024. Okay, I don't think I ever said November, but we hit November. Where did we hit November? I don't even know. Okay, so we fucking skipped November. Okay, but we're going to December. Okay, Symphonia. I was expecting a Metroidvania. I got a fucking violin playing platformer. My disappointment is immeasurable and my day is fucking ruined. Marvel Rivals. I played for an hour and I stopped, and I'm happy I did, because take this to reflect on what you've played in the last 4 years. Go ahead. Pause the fucking video, and I want you to think back and go, what did I play? What video games did I play in the last 4 years? Go ahead. I'm gonna pause the fucking video. Is it that same free-to-play bullshit where you are the fucking product? Games that are keeping you spending money, keeping you hooked doing dailies, loot boxes, microtransactions, bullshit speeding up your life? If you answered yes, I think it's time you get off those games and pick up any of these nice, simple indie games that I play. Single-player indie games with no hacker frustration, no needing to get good or die, no anger, no commitment asking you to give up a year playing the same bullshit every day. Play indie games, single player games that actually have deadlines. Once it's beat, you're done. You don't have to play it again. You can just move the fuck on. You can put video games down forever if you want. But these free-to-play games are not like that. They will always be around and keep you there. Just fucking get Fortnite, Call of Duty, Apex, fucking Halo, the fucking Marvel, that one just came out. Even fucking Concord can go fucking burn, even though it already did. Just get off those games. They're so bad for you, and they're stealing your bank accounts. They're stealing your pride. They're stealing your time. They're stealing you, man. Okay, I'm really sorry for that downer, but it is always important to keep the conversation alive in case that is happening to you. The first step in solving a problem is admitting that there is a problem. If there's not one, who gives a shit? Okay, next we have Fountains. This was finally released and was well worth the wait. This Souls-like pixel art game was so good, and it was done by, I think, a solo developer who just knocked it out of the fucking park. Oh my god, it's amazing design, it's bosses, it's smooth combat, oh my god, it's fucking amazing. Please go check it out. This deserves so much more than 92 fucking reviews, because it is, oh my god, it's incredible. Oh, holy shit! That's the end! We did it! I hope you found something you like. Sorry for my language throughout the whole thing, but I want you all to remember, you're all fucking awesome. Seriously, you have no idea how fucking awesome you guys are.